y'all, it is Paula from Hillbilly Orchids. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's had a fantastic weekend. I got to get in this box ASAP. It is watering day. It's Friday and watering day, and I have been waiting for this box since last Saturday. It was supposed to be delivered Saturday, and here it is Friday, so it's almost been like a whole nother week in the mail. So this poor thing has been in a box like 2 weeks. And I'm a little nervous because it's an import. So it's in bad shape to begin with from being an import. So, and it had a he said it had a wonky new growth on it, so I'm a little nervous. I'm really nervous. He said he did wrap it in, well, and this is from Orchids by the Lake. Sorry, better put that out there. So Orchids by the Lake, but he told me he did wrap it in the weather styrofoam stuff. But yeah, it did have some questionable things, growths on it. And so, like I said, it wasn't in the greatest of shape when I bought it. So I'm really nervous to see what it's going to look like now and what's up with it. And after I've been in the box for 2 weeks, like I said, usually when imports come in, they're in terrible shape anyway. So yeah, imports go through so much to get them in here, and then, you know, then to have to wind up being in a box again for 2 more weeks. Ugh, I'm about to puke. He said everybody's boxes were late. I don't know what's going on with the postal service. He works for them, and he said I don't even know what's going on. So yeah, really weird. Oh, he did do a heat pack. He did tell me it is cold though, but he said I think I did a heat pack, but I can't remember for sure. So he did do a heat pack, which it spent several days just sitting in Illinois, which like really scared me because Illinois is always super cold. So yeah, so I was a little worried about that. And it was in yeah, it was in Chicago, and it sat there for a while, and yeah, it was just crazy how long it took this plant to get here, and there was just absolutely no sense in it from the postal service, really. So cross your fingers with me that it's okay. I am super nervous about it. He was all upset about it too. He said he don't understand why everybody's is late. And that's severely late. To be like a whole nother week in shipment. That's just crazy. So I hope, cross your fingers, that she's okay. This is what it is. It's on the outside of the box, so I'll go ahead and tell you before we take a look at it, because it's absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that stunning? Oh my gosh. But see, being from Ecuador, it's been through so much to get here anyways. So with this one being so, yeah, such in bad shape too. Like I said, he showed me it was what shape it was in. But it is a gorgeous bloom. It is Cattleya hybrida Lucia Fernandez. So it's called Cattleya hybrida, but it's Lucia Fernandez in parentheses. I guess it's that particular Lucia Hernandez. It's that particular one. So here goes nothing. I see green. Which that's good. It does feel kind of cold though. It's a little chilly here today. Not bad. Not like freezing chilly, but cold chilly. I'll tell you what, those new growths don't look terrible. Wow. Oh, I've been praying super hard Super hard. Look at that. That's cool. That is cool. I can breathe again. I'm telling you, I was scared. I was super duper scared. Like I said, he said that these growths here were real loose, and they seem to be a lot better, like better looking than they was when he showed it on the thing, honestly. So, yeah, it's actually a couple of plants, you can tell, and that's why this is kind of loose. It's not bad, but you can tell this is wobbly, so this is like two different plants, and this is a separate new growth on probably a seedling that was in there. So this was the last new growth that did bloom, so that's cool. This is a strong, sturdy one on this side, but this is a smaller seedling right here that is stuck to it. But I'm going to leave them together. Because they'll be stronger together like that. I'm definitely going to soak this in the welcome cocktail. This little thing needs some seaweed and some calcium, like on the major. They do. This one really could use a drink. She doesn't have really anything to soak it up by, but I'm hoping that there's something in some of these roots that will soak it up. And hopefully that'll get these moisture will start these new roots to coming, so that would be an extreme plus. Yeah, so okay, better shape than I anticipated ever, and I am certainly excited. That is a beautiful that is just absolutely, let's take a look at that again. Look at that. That is just wow. Like, I can't, I hope it really looks like that, according to the picture. I hope that really looks like that, because that is just stunning. Absolutely. So, yep, but let's get to getting her soaked, guys, and it should do okay. There's enough pseudobulbs here that this plant should take right off and do just fine. The bulbs are a little shriveled, but they're not terrible. So yep, so let's get it to soaking and get some nourishments into this plant. I'm going to leave all the old roots on it, so just in case in case some of them will, that's going to take off real soon. See that new growth right there? This one died. This one here has been hit or something, and it died. So that new growth's dead. So it's going to put up a new growth there. So that's great news. That will put out some brand new roots to go by. But yeah, so that's it, you guys. With Yoshi, with Orchids by the Lake, if you are subscribed to him on YouTube, I'll get it out of my head in a minute here, guys. If you're subscribed to him on YouTube, and you'll be notified of his live streams. When he has a live stream, he gets the plants in, and he gets them out of the box, and he shows you as soon as he gets them in, and you can claim them right then and there when he does, which is nice because, like I said, you actually get to see the plant that you're purchasing. So it's really a plus that you get to see the plant and know what it's going to look like before you even get it. So yeah, so it's really cool. I appreciate that to getting to see the plant. Because, like I said, I already knew this one had a wonky little growth over here, and now I know why it's wonky. But once it gets established, that new growth will put out roots, which will help sustain this plant. So I'm not at all worried about that. So yeah, it'll wind up straightening up, no problem. It just needs to stabilize itself a little bit, which is what it'll do. That new growth right here will come up, and it will, you guys can't even see, I don't have it pointed down at the table, but this new growth here will come up also and put out some new roots. So I'm not too worried about it. I think this is a decent it is in bad shape from being imported, but they all are. Ecuagenera has to do certain things to bring them into the country. 9 times out of 10, they have to be unpotted. They're not allowed to bring in any media or anything like that. It has to be just bare root, and they don't really do so well being bare root for so long. And yeah, so it needs a little catch up time, but I think it'll do fine, and I think it'll do great in my environment. I do well with Cattleyas, so wait and see. Can't wait to see that bloom. I think it should be spectacular. So, but yeah, like I said, Yoshi does live streams. And I think that's beneficial because, like, if you order from a nursery, you're going by a stock picture that they're showing you. You're not actually getting to see the plant that you're buying. With him, you're getting to see the exact plant you're buying and purchasing. And sometimes he'll get in like 3 or 4 of the same plant, and he'll ask you which one you prefer. So that's even better because, like, if, like one's got a bud, and he'll be like, do you want the one with the bud? And, of course you do. So it's always nice to, get to see him like that. So, yeah, so go check him out and subscribe to his channel if you're not, and wait to see the new live stream. Come check it out. Sometimes, he's a busy man. He does mail service as his regular job. Orchids are his, hobby. So orchids is what he does on the side when he's not working. So, yeah, it's kind of, it's not his full-time job. I think he could make it his full-time job if he wanted to. But, yeah, I think for the most part, I think he's really, really busy. So sometimes he doesn't really give you too much of a notice on the live streams. But, he's got so much going on. He's raising 3 children, and, it's, run the children here and there and do, just all kinds of stuff. So just family stuff. But he does, try to give you as much of a notice as he can. It's a little harder for me because him being out in Washington, the time difference, by the time he gets home and everything, I'm going to bed. So, it winds up being a little difficult sometimes. And I've had many sleepless nights staying up watching. But like I said, it's a bunch of great people on there that you get to talk to in the comments. So, and Yoshi enjoys the talking too. He said it's not so much about, selling everything, but he enjoys spending the time with people and talking and, stuff like that. So go check him out. So that's it, you all. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. If you could like, share, and subscribe, I'd appreciate that. That would be greatly appreciated. If you could do a hyped, that would be terrific. If you could send a super thanks, that would be peachy. I'd appreciate that as well, because just like I appreciate each and every one of you beautiful, wonderful people stopping by and hanging out with me. And bye for now, y'all, till we meet again.